Alright, so I wrote this as kind of a guidelines as to how I want newspaper to write an article on this. I'm going to be taking this into Newspaper Today in town, the local one, and then another one that's local, and another one that's kind of further away. See what their response is to this. Do not know how it's going to go because they evidently don't like walk-ins, so I don't kind of blame them because I guess they get a lot of crazy stories. And this probably would fall in there with them immediately until they understand what the hell they're looking at. Anyway, I wrote this as a guidelines, wrote it as to how a journalist would write it. I am the author of it. There's a little bit of help from AI on this, and just adding some colorful words to it. But everything in here is very precise, and that precision is because of the way I wrote the original story on it. So this is all going to have to do with this paper right here, as I already have videos on. The one that they're going to see today is going to be printed today also, because it is a little bit different version of it. Has a few little add-ons to it, and just a little bit of other stuff. So anyway, I want to get this documented on the videos. That's what it's for. You know, anybody that's watching these videos really doesn't care about anything that's said here. It's like talking to the wind right now, but not later. I'm sure many people will be watching this particular video along with all the other videos in time. So anyway, again, this is for documentation, because as soon as they write their own version, because they're not going to want to print my version, that's just the way that they are, which is a world out of control to me. But anyway, here we go. Cosmic coincidence, going with a question mark, of course. A family living off-grid on a remote mountaintop near Mount Shasta in Northern California claims to have uncovered a highly unusual astronomical pattern involving solar eclipses. According to their findings, 38 solar eclipses that occurred between 1968 and 2018 formed 19 distinct pairs, each comprised of eclipses from two different solar cycles. Despite originating from separate cycles, the paired eclipses reportedly share strikingly similar durations, even as their timings trend up in opposite directions, one increasing, the other decreasing. At a certain point, these opposing trends converge, producing a near-perfect match in duration, in some cases down to the exact minute. The family reports that these eclipse pairs occur in 3 clearly defined waves. Within each wave, the pairs follow a consistent high-low timing rhythm that they describe as operating with the precision of clockwork. They assert that no comparable pattern appears in the more than 6,000 years of solar eclipse predictions listed on NASA's official website or database. Furthermore, the family notes that the moon's orbital position at the moment of maximum eclipse magnitude for all 38 events forms 3 symmetrical wave patterns when plotted against the zodiacal constellations. Many of these alignments, they say, are exact or deviate by no more than a single degree between each paired event. Adding to the complexity, the family claims the numerical relationships within these 3 waves reflect patterns found in the Fibonacci sequence, along with 2 related number sequences, each interpreted through their digital roots. They also cite reoccurring appearances of the numerological sets 1, 2, 3, and 3, 6, 9, numbers often associated with natural harmony, growth, and universal order. The family has compiled a series of diagrams to illustrate the eclipse crossings and geometric relationships. They maintain that their findings are verifiable using open access data from NASA's Saros Cycle eclipse records, astronomical visualization tools from the Max Planck Institute's AstroApps, moon phases, and simple arithmetic. In a metaphysical twist, the family's father, me, describes the origin of the discovery as stemming from what he calls the place of infinite knowledge, a realm, he says, where only pure information and consciousness exist, entirely separate from the atomic universe and electromagnetic spectrum. explains that the insights presented in their eclipse diagrams are merely one fragment of what was revealed to him in a non-material domain. According to him, the information was not communicated through images or language in any conventional form, and the eclipse diagrams represent only the surface of a much deeper and multi-layered understanding.